Hello for the 24th week in Ordinary Time. Only the Gospel, Luke 15, 1 to 32. And there's three little parables or stories in the Gospel. One has to do with 100 sheep and losing one. Another has to do with 10 coins and losing one. And the other is a father having two sons and losing one. Well, what do you want me to talk about? The 100 sheep? Losing one and finding one? How about the 10 coins? I have here's 4 silver dollars. Some man in the parish used to give me a silver dollar every year, and he gave me about 10 of them. And when I was getting ready to get all these silver dollars together, I lost one. But then I found it. That 10 coins of the lady, the woman, or the prodigal son story. The two sons and the father. Well, let's talk about the last. The two sons and the father. And in this year of mercy that the Pope has declared, he really wants us to sort of be like God and merciful and loving and understanding and forgiving, etc. That's the backdrop. And so I think it fits in with the year. And let's look at the parable. Why? This is really about a happy father. It's about a renegade son and a bitter son. But I like to zero in not on the prodigal son or the bitter older son, but the prodigal father or the happy father. I don't understand why they call this the prodigal son. Why not the angry brother? Or why not the happy father? The father, to me, is what it's all about. This father in this parable is like God is for us. This father was so compassionate and understanding with his sons. He ran to the prodigal son, didn't wait for him to get home. He ran out to meet him. He embraced him. He kissed him. He gave him the finest robe. He put a ring on his finger. And he put sandals or shoes on his feet. He threw a great big party. I love parties. Threw a great big party for this renegade son of his. And he took the best calf and had it cooked. And he celebrated. And he screams out, he was dead. He's not dead. He's alive again. He's back. That parable, I think, is the way God is with us. No matter if we're like son number 1, dirty son of a gun, renegade, or we're like son number 2, goody two-shoes, and he always does the right thing. But don't forget, at the very end of that story, that son was about to leave. You never threw a party for me. And you do all this for him. That loving father had problems with both sons, not just one son. And so you and I are like either son or both of them. But we are not as good as that loving, happy father. Well, and we don't even know the rest of the story. Well, we shouldn't. It's a parable. The story is gone. It's ended. You'll never know the rest of the story of those two sons, how they lived happily. Well, they didn't live. It's a story. It's a parable to teach us something. And I think to teach us about how God acts towards all of us. Whether we're son number one or son number two or son of a gun number three. It's almost too good to be true. God is so good and so perfect, loving, compassionate, just, and merciful. I think he's like that son. So you might find your cat or your dog or your animal or your sheep and rejoice. Or you might find some of your coins, or one that's really important. The last one is real important to me. And then say, "Ooh, I found it." Or you might find your daughter or your son, a human, and love him and forgive him and rejoice with him. That's the way God is for you and for me. It's almost too good to be true. Which of those three parables do you like? Have a good, happy day.